this is going to be good for anybody who's direct sales, real estate, income, anybody who's in sales, even if someone was in car sales, right? Anyone who has an income that is inconsistent. But you've got to know the cycle of business. So remember, the number that I'm going to use is $5,000, okay? But let's say your income is inconsistent. That means you really don't, you have income coming in every month, but you don't really know how much you have coming in every month, okay? But here's what you do. So let's say, for example, you know that you need, your monthly need is $5,000 a month to put towards your household income, okay? This is how we're going to classify a need. Based on where you are in your finances, your monthly need we're classifying as maybe your needs and wants. Okay, in this season in mine and Steve's life, we know what our wants are. We know how much we want to spend every month on food because we have family get-togethers. We know those are not necessarily needs. We're not bare minimum anymore. Okay, so that number is going to be different for everyone. So your monthly need, okay, but it does have to be realistic. So for example, if your income producing activity that you have coming in, you're like, well, I need 5,000, but you never have 5,000 coming in, you're not being realistic, right? So you're not setting yourself up for success. So you have to have a realistic number for what you're going to pay yourself every month, okay? So, but let's say that monthly need is 5,000, okay? So in January, and this is also a little bit advanced because now you're to the point where remember, the goal is to go from month to month. The goal is to pay yourself month to month. The first goal is to get $1,000 in the bank, to grow your emergency fund, to separate your business from personal, to grow your personal bank account, to grow your business bank account. But our business and personal should be separate now, okay? So now if we get to the point where we're living month to month, that means maybe, because the end game is to live year to year. That's the big end game. That you have 1 year's worth of bills in the bank. Can you imagine how fun life is when you have 1 year's worth of bills in the bank? Right? Because it's like, wow, is that stress-free living financially? When you have 1 year's worth of bills in the bank. And how do we start? We start at 1,000 or 1 week. We move that to 1 month. We move that to 2 months, okay? But no matter what, we're month to month, okay? So let's say our monthly need, remember, we classified need. Need could be needs and wants, depending on how you have your budget structured. If anybody's watching this later and you have any questions based on what I'm saying, you can also drop questions in the comments, drop questions, in the group. I'm trying to get myself in that habit of saying, hey, drop your questions here. So if you're watching a replay and you have a question, make sure you write down the question because you might be hearing something and then you have a question, okay? So the monthly need might be your needs or wants. All right, so let's say in January you need 5,000 and your income producing activity brought in 6,000. What do you pay yourself? You pay, because the money's in your business and you're month to month now, you pay yourself 5,000. You don't pay yourself 6,000 because your income is inconsistent. Okay, you pay yourself 5,000. The 1,000 stays in your business account. Now, pick whatever number. If you're taking notes, you pick whatever number. If your notes are, I need $1,000 to come from my business every month. Okay? So it's January. I have $1,000 that comes from my business, but I made $1,500. That means $500 stays in your business. Right? If your number is 10,000 and you made 12,000 in your business, that means 2,000 stays in your business. You pay yourself 10,000. Okay? In my example though, I'm going to use 5,000. So let's say I just picked 5,000 as a number. So in January, you need to pay yourself 5,000 because that's what we're paying ourselves every month. But we brought in $6,000. Take home. I'm always talking take home, remember, okay? So now we pay ourselves 5,000. What do we have left in our account? 1,000. That's not counting our cushion because we should have a cushion there too, okay? That's minus the cushion number, you guys. Minus your $1,000 that stays in there or whatever it is that stays in there. Okay, whatever that number is for you. And as your income increases, that number should increase also. Okay, so now we go into February and we want to pay ourselves 5,000 because that's our monthly need number. Okay, and we bring in $7,500. What do we pay ourselves? We pay ourselves the $5,000. So now we got the $2,500 left from February, plus we have the $1,000 from January. So we have $3,500 in our account, right? So you see where I'm going here? Just because you make the money doesn't mean you need to distribute it for a pay. That's true discipline. And this brings a lot of freedom and it brings a lot of peace of mind, okay? And it also brings a lot of confidence in yourself to say, wow, I have self-discipline. I can trust myself. I don't have to spend every dollar I make any longer. How cool is that? How cool is that? Because we're a society that has to spend every dollar we make. I'm so proud of so many of you who go on vacation and come back with money. How cool is that? Did you ever think you'd go on vacation? Right? I love hearing that. People are like, Terry, I can't believe I went on vacation. I actually didn't even feel the need to spend all my money. Like, I'm really getting peaceful and satisfied inside. And I'm realizing I'm really loving having conversations with people and spending time with people and not always having to feel like, right? Okay, so now we're in March. We need $5,000. Ooh, March wasn't so good. We only brought in $4,000. What do we pay ourselves? No. Did you say 4,000, Cindy? No, we pay ourselves 5,000. Why can we pay ourselves 5,000? Because we still have $3,500 in the bank, because we disciplined ourselves, because we know our income is inconsistent. And so we can still pay ourselves 5,000. Isn't that cool? We can still pay ourselves that, and we still have $2,500 in the bank. And so then April comes. We had a great April, man. It was tax season. People got their tax money. We need to pay ourselves $5,000, but we brought in $8,000 because people like to spend their tax money because they're not in Terry's financial coaching. They're not in Terry's financial coaching. So they like to spend that, they like to tip servers extra. Best season for servers. Mother's Day, tax season. People love to tip servers. Why? They got their favorite servers and they can't tip them good all year long. When tax season comes, they want them to feel special. They tip them Christmas, Mother's Day, tax season, right? That should be a good time. If any servers are watching this, because I decided to just plug some of this in my group. If anybody's watching this is a good time to take that money and use that money to grow money if you're a server. I don't care what you do for a living, you can get in a healthy and strong place financially. Okay, so April we got $8,000, right? What do we pay ourselves? $5,000. I might pay myself $5,500 because now I got like $6,500 extra in the bank. So I might just be like, yes, baby, love you. Please, yes, but Samantha wants to come and say hi, but okay, come on then, come on. She probably wants to show you her cute hat. Look, wintertime comes around, we live off of our hats. Okay, go.
Okay, good night.
Okay, love you, baby girl. So we might decide, we got $6,500 in the bank now. We might decide, hey, let's just take $500, just do whatever with it. I don't know. Or we might decide, I'm just going to do this for 1 full year. Right? 1 full year. Okay. When's the best time to start this? I use January as an example. When's the best time to start this? Well, yes, actually that's the right answer. Now is always the best time to start. But I'm going to say a good time to start definitely is when you have a great month. When you have a month that's over. But you're right, Jojo. That is my answer. Now is always the best time to start. You're right. Actually, now is the time to start that, right? Right now. I don't care that we're in the middle of the month. You get this idea? You finish strong with a great month. You don't have to spend all that money. If you have an idea what you want to pay yourself, okay? Now, if you have different profit centers, Decide what you want to earn from each profit center. That's why we separate the profit centers, right? Decide what you want to earn from each profit center and discipline yourself to do that with each one. You know, I'm going to be quite honest. I do have to discipline myself to do that a little bit more with paparazzi, because paparazzi tends to be more my fun money. So I tend to want to spend all that more. Now you should get comfortable. So that's why I say this is more advanced. If let's say somebody's watching this, what's today? Today is October 10th, 2020. Let's say somebody's watching this 6 months from now, and you're brand new to the Proverbs 31 lifestyle community. You're watching this, it's April, whatever, 2021, okay? This might not apply to you right now because you're not in this advanced stage, right? But this is for somebody who has now been in this coaching for a while. You're starting to realize you can be in control of your money. Your money doesn't have to be in control of you.